Hola amigos! We're going to be learning about paletas today. Paletas are delicious frozen treats similar to a popsicle. Hold on until the end and you'll get 2 different recipes to experiment with. I described the paleta as a popsicle, but as you can see, there's so much more than that. They're full of fresh fruit juice and large chunks of fruit, vegetables, and sometimes herbs. There are even more creamy paletas using condensed cream and chocolate. The main difference is the depth of flavor. You'd never mistake a paleta for a basic ice pop. If you've ever studied the history of ice cream, you know it's hard to pinpoint the first person to create it. The same can be said for the paleta. Its history is steeped in mythology. Some say the Aztec emperor sent servants to the Popocatépetl volcano for ice to mix with fresh fruit. A more modern explanation is that after Mexico's independence from Spain, they celebrated having taxes on ice lessened and so used it in their desserts. Recent history tells us paletas increased in popularity during the 1940s, and the first paleteros were opened in the city of Tocumbo, which went on to become the Mexican capital of ice cream. When Ignacio Alcazar set up shop in Mexico City, paletas spread like wildfire. You can find a paleteria or a La Michoacana in every large city in Mexico. When you enter Tocumbo, one of the richest towns in Mexico, you're greeted with the monumental El Helado y la Paleta. If that's not a testament to their love of ice cream, I don't know what is. There's also a weeks-long Paleta Fair each year in December, during which paleteros from all over Mexico come to Tocumbo to celebrate with sports events, rides, and free paletas. Fresh fruit and chocolate, those are the bases of 2 recipes I'll share you today, although you can find a ton of other flavor combinations out there. The first recipe we'll be doing is Mexican hot chocolate. You'll need 6 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, but you can use less than that. Mine came out a little spicy, so if you want to use even less than a 1/4 teaspoon, you can. 2 cups half and half. And I used a mixture of unsweetened chocolate and semi-sweet because that's what I had in the house. The first thing you'll do is finely chop up your chocolate and bring the half and half to a simmer over medium heat. You'll want adult supervision for these parts. While your half and half is heating, add the cayenne, cinnamon, and brown sugar to your chopped chocolate. Once your half and half has come to a simmer, pour it over your chocolate and whisk until it is well combined. Be very careful when pouring over the chocolate, it will be hot. Once it's combined, let it cool a little before filling your molds. And here's the final product after being in the freezer overnight. Our next recipe is FRESAS con CREMA, or strawberries and cream. You can see there are only 3 ingredients here. 1 pound of strawberries, 1 cup of heavy cream, a half a cup, and 3 tablespoons sugar divided. These portions will be used separately. I'm using Zulca's sugar, which is from a Mexican company, but you can use any sugar you have at home. First, you wash and dry your strawberries, then remove the stems. Have a parent help you slice the strawberries and put them in a deep bowl. Sprinkle half a cup of sugar over the strawberries and stir gently to coat. Allow your strawberries and sugar to macerate for 1 hour to draw out the juices. Put your cup of whipped cream in the freezer for 1 hour as well while the strawberries are macerating. After 1 hour, add the macerated strawberries to a food processor or a blender, whatever you have available to you, and pulse a few times until the strawberries are chopped but not liquefied. Add them back to the bowl. Mine are a little more liquefied than I would have liked, but the taste is still good. Clean out your food processor, cup, or blender and dry thoroughly. Remove the heavy whipping cream from the freezer and add to the food processor, cup, or blender. Add 3 tablespoons of sugar, or 4 tablespoons if you like your FRESAS con CREMA to be very sweet. Run the food processor or blender on high until you have a thick, sweet whipped cream. Be careful not to over-whip or you'll end up on your way to making butter. It shouldn't take longer to 30 to 45 seconds. Mine was very, very quick. Fold the cream into your strawberry mixture and pour it into your molds. Out of the 2 recipes, this was my favorite. It was absolutely delicious. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you try out some of these recipes at home.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.